5 with little or no editing. It's defense up. I'm run 7. How you doing? We're on take 2 because I don't know how to hit buttons, but we grade on 5 different criteria. It's who you're using, their placement, their power levels, their ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. We're going over StephenNix defense, and I think this is going to be one of our highest scoring defenses ever. I proofread this, and he's got the right stuff in the right places. Starting with team number 1, Heroes for Hire, went mad on Shang-Chi, not wasting anything. Now, if you're looking to score high in the Blitz event that starts later today, you're going to want your defenders up to gear tier 13, 15, 17. Don't build them. He's not going to get many points for this, but who cares? They're not worth building. So I'm glad that he has all of them in the purple gear. This is a great kind of team. Shang-Chi can still catch people off guard and crush them. The correct ISOs, the correct placement, everything looking good here. This is an A for this team. Next up, we have the Surfer Mercs with Shuri and Killmonger. I like this mashup. The Mercs have been going downhill. They're not stopping anything these days. You throw in Surfer with that ability block. Shuri and Killmonger combo is outrageous. The only thing I would say is that maybe if you're running Killmonger as a striker, you might want to throw in a Koye, but I don't know if that's going to do you any good. I like what's going on here. This is the correct ISOs, great placement. It's a great team to use. I'm going to give them an A for this. Team number 3 is the Hasguard team. I love the placement on this one. Good power levels across the board. High stars on those newer characters. Really powerful team. Went Raider on everything. Alternatively, you can put Striker on Valkyrie and Mighty Thor if you want to. I'm running full Raider also. He's got Fortifier on Sif. It's turning out that she is an absolute nightmare if you can't strip that taunt or disrupt her ahead of time. Man, she's tough to get through. Fortifier is definitely the way to go there to make her even worse. Another A for that team. Team number 4. Okay, so this is the new Warriors with Doom. I really like this. He's got Doom getting the deflex from Doc Ock, and then you've got the new Warriors over there with Dagger giving the offense up to both players. You've got Drax in there with the early taunt. You don't need him to be big. He just needs to catch the opener so that they are forced to come in with something like a Zemo or some fast ability blocking team. Maybe like a A-Force might be able to do something in here. I don't know. But it's gonna force your opponent's hand, and it's a good thing to do with these leftover tunes. I don't think you're going to see anybody go into this with Eternals. I would be very hesitant to bring my Eternals in here because Doom is in there, and I might knock him under 50% and have this team come back and slap me in the face. So it's a great build. Good ISOs. He went Raider on Dagger for the crit damage. That's a thing to do. You can also do Skirmisher Striker combo with those two. Striker on Doom, and yeah, you got lots of vulnerables on the field for Doom to double tap into, so everything's working there. This is another A for me. Team number 5 is the Web Warriors. It's a straight up Web Warrior build with Raiders, Skirmisher on OG, Spider-Man, Striker on Miles. This is great, good placement, good ISOs, everything's fine there. Another A. Team number 6 is the SA replacing Fury with Coulson. I believe, StephenNix, if you're in chat, be sure to tell me, are you adjacent to security? I think he is, and that's why Coulson's in here, triggering Kestrel's passive on those defense downs. That's a huge thing. 2 Raiders, Skirmisher with the Striker on Sharon Carter. She's going to be double tapping on everybody, rewinding turn meter. This is another great team. A for that. Yes, he is adjacent to security. That's why he's got Coulson in here. Don't put Fury in on defense no matter what. He's just a liability. Coulson on this team is amazing because he opens up early and triggers that thing by Kestrel. All right, Unlimited team. This is the only one that I have any problem with, and it's not even that big of a problem. I like running Sunfire as a striker, but then I'm using it on offense, and I get to pick the targets. On defense, it may actually be better to go Raider, so I'm not docking him for that. I just think that piercing damage on the double tap is pretty huge if he stays alive. Now, of course, he's got some smaller red stars on Sunfire, so I think the crit damage is probably the way to go on this build because he's going to open up with that one big hit and probably die before he takes another turn. So you want the crit damage going across everybody. Great placement, good ISOs on everybody. Striker on Rogue. You can also go Skirmisher, especially in this high-end resistance meta. You're going to want her to start landing stuff, but at this level, I think Striker's the way to go. This is another A for me. 8. We have the Speed Turtles with America Chavez, Red Guardian drawing the taunt in the beginning, and you went with Emma there in the corner, making them super fast, nigh impossible to get in front of. To beat this team, I would probably go in with an Eternals and Doom. Hopefully they would knock my Doom under 50%, and then he would take Icarus on a ride on his time platform and come back and blow this team up. That's about the only way to one-shot it, I think, and that's an RNG nightmare. Most people would just go in, trigger the Eternals, and then come in with a cleanup team and 2-tap it to be sure. This is a great build. We're spreading things out. You'll see what happens up here in the later teams, why we're doing this. There are better things to do with your Eternals if you're looking for a singular defense to stop people, but I love this defense. I think it's great. Alternatively, he could be throwing in Loki instead of Emma, making Cersei go first to soften them up for Icarus, and if that were the case, I would absolutely 2-tap this team. I would not allow Cersei to soften me up. So it looks like he's trying to draw people in, hoping they can come in with like that Doom Eternals team and ride it just right. I don't know, but this is a great team. All the right ISOs, great placement. You could take Emma here and move her where Cersei is and shift everybody over one notch. So it's Red Guardian, Emma, Cersei, Chavez, Icarus, like that. That way splash damage coming off of Red Guardian would go into Cersei or into Emma instead of Cersei. Splitting hairs here. For me, it's another A. I don't see a problem with this. Team number 9, throwing Dormammu on the Young Avengers. You know, we took America Chavez off for that Speed Turtles team. Again, we're spreading out this defense, forcing them to use a lot of different things and using up their resources over the entire breadth of the roster. The Young Avengers is a very sturdy and rugged team, especially if you can't clear Squirrel Girl or Miss Marvel off of there early. Kate throwing out those blinds, making it really hard to hit people, and then Echo doing that retaliation damage, which is subtle but vicious. So Dormammu on this team makes this team survive longer, and it makes it just absolutely brutal. This becomes another 2-tap team where you just try and go in and kill Dormammu and then come back in and kill the Young Avengers if you can. It's a really good way to go. Now, over on Team 10 is the Darkhold team, and Dormhold is the superior singular defense, but again, he is spreading things out to cover as much as he can instead of just making one unstoppable defense. And I think this is what people should be doing in war, is trying to make the most valuable defenses across their entire board if they have the tunes to do it with. So we've got Healer on Squirrel Girl. I like that more and more. Skirmisher on Kate Bishop to make sure those blind sticks. Great job there. Raider on Echo, giving her that extra crit damage on retaliations and stuff. And then you've got Skirmisher on Ms. Marvel. Now, Echo could be a striker, but she's not getting sped up, so it's all about the retaliation. That's why he's got her switched over to a Raider. This is really thought out well. Plus, you've got lots of people putting vulnerables on the field for Dormammu. If he takes a turn, he is going to double tap. A+ for this team. This is a really well thought out team. I like the placement, I like who he's been using, and I like the ISO changes that he's done. Team number 10 is the Darkhold team. It's the full 5-piece team. We got to build them. We might as well use them. I like the ISOs. I like the placement. You've got Agatha next to MLF. MLF as a striker with high red stars doing crazy damage, getting called in for the assist, doing even more damage and healing. It's really good. Wong is a striker. He double taps, clears some of the negative effects from his team on the double taps. You've got Raiders and Skirmishers, plenty of vulnerables going around for those two. This is a great build. Of course, like we said, you could make it better with Dormammu in here, and then you could use Scarlet Witch to prolong negative effects on a different team. But I like what StephenNix is doing with this. I'm going to give him an A, and if you were keeping track, that is all A's and 1 A+, the highest scoring defense we have seen here on Defense Up. So great job, Steven. Really like what you've done here. Thank you for letting me show that off to everybody else. If you've got a great defense or good ideas, be sure to send them to me in Discord. We've got about a month's worth of people in the line, so there is a bit of a wait, but I'm willing to put more people on the list. Be sure to hit that like button for more of these videos. Subscribe. I'm putting out a ton of content now. I'm putting out like 10 videos a week or something ridiculous like that. The algorithm hates me for doing it too, but I don't care. I like making videos. Anyway, yeah, so remember, don't just have a good game, be good to yourselves and others too, and I'll see you next time. Bye.